their best 54-50, but just couldn't carry on, which is stands out. Nothing much from the others. The 9-4s, but they did pick up 3 6s in the inning. Did that one quite nicely. This is Zakir Hassan. Moved away, cleared his leg, and then it was also Tender Scatter who hit the last 6. Ghazi was good, 1 for 25. I thought Mashrafi wanted to pick up the bowlers, 2 for 22. 1 for 19 for Shafiul Islam, and Faraz Raza also chipping a bit, 2 for 17. He was very good in the field, outfield, picking up a run out. And so did Ravi Bopara. I thought Ravi Bopara was excellent in the field. Let's have a look at the wickets to fall. This was the first one in the very first over. First delivery from Mashrafi Bopara. Really good catch from Shafiul Islam. Miraj goes. Getting stuck. Ostazi. So Mushraka was looking good up until that moment when he played that shot. Dismissal in the end. Mohammad Hafiz chanced his arms and chanced his luck. Had to pay a big price because it was a direct hit from Ravi Bopara. It went upstairs and he was well short. Laurie Evans chipped one straight to Ravi Bopara of the bowling of Faraz Raza. Run out by a throw from Faraz Raza. Really good piece of fielding. Once again a direct hit. Again it went upstairs and he was close but not close enough to get in and stay in. Surodana chanced his arms. Got that long on by Shohat Ghazi of the bowling of Faraz Raza. That was only the last batsman to be bowled by Shafiul Islam. Rumco Ride will be pleased to see that they've restricted Rajshahi Kings for 135 for 8, so they will need 136 to win this encounter. And as we see the umpires walking in, Chashmutullah and Ranmore Martinez. And as you see the Rajshahi Kings in the huddle, they would want to pick up early wickets. They've also managed to post their highest total in this tournament so far. It's not a very big one, but they have managed to score 135 for 8. So they have runs on the board. A lot will depend on Mustafizur Rahman, I reckon. He'll be the key. What about Chris Gale? Can he come back with form? And as I see Mashrafi Mortaza opening the attack, batting, I should be saying. Well, they rested Mahdi Maroof, and a bit of a surprise for me to see him coming in to open the innings with Chris Gale, as I say hello to Ishtiaq Ahmed.
Thank you, Athar. Good afternoon to the viewers. Yes, Athar, I guess I'm just as much surprised as you are. Mashrafi Mortaza has never been known to come and open the batting. He's done his part as a batsman, as an all-rounder, yes. But as an opening partner, not known before, and that also with Chris Gale. So they have, I guess, some strategy in place. Chris Gale, big man, the usually customary stance that he takes in the middle of the pitch at the beginning of every innings. That's what he's known to do all over the world, wherever he plays, whenever he plays. That's something that is very customary as far as the big man is concerned.
Well, these are big numbers, more than 12,000 runs. Phenomenal strike rate. And look at the best score of 175, unbeaten 175 in this format. Incredible numbers there for the big man, the big boss. And with him is the Mashrafi Mortaza. He's got a wealth of experience, 141 matches. Strikes them nicely at 130. And he's promoted himself up the order to open the innings.
And I'll let you with a secret, because I did ask him at the toss that who have you rested? Have you got anybody new? He spoke about that off spinner Nahidul, and then he said, I asked him, who's going to open the batting? He said, don't ask me that, but I'm going to do it. There we go. Amrul Islam Rabbi to start the proceeding. It starts with the dot. And they would need early wickets to apply a little bit of pressure. But all eyes will be on Christopher Henry Gale. Certainly everybody would want to see him going great guns. He's appealed for that. Maybe a bit of a bat. We'll have to wait and see whether they go upstairs, would want to take the review or not. Yes, he has taken the review. Stuck in his crease, and just for a moment I thought maybe there might have been a bit of a bat, but a bit of a discussion in the middle, and they've taken the review. Here we go. No problems with the foot there. Turn out to be a big wicket. They can have that decision if they were. Oh, maybe just drifting down the leg side. I'm not too sure about the bat. Looks pretty close as well. No bat, nowhere near. But will that ball go on to clip the leg stump? Impact in line. Missing. Just missing. Review lost. The self-proclaimed big boss. Nobody really disputes that. But that was a narrow miss, and I'm sure he least expected that delivery. That was a full toss, and didn't quite expect that ball to be coming a little later than he expected. Drifted down the leg side and hence escaped that dismissal. That's well bowled. Surprise him with a short one. It's been called a wide. Couple of fuller length deliveries, and then the short one way above the head. Nicely taken by Zakir Hassan. Is Rugby trying to show who the boss is? Well, he's trying to make his presence felt for sure. That's well bowled. Quite vulnerable, even if what he has done in the past with the bat. Whenever a batsman comes into the bat, bowlers feel that it's the early time where he can really trouble the batsman, because they do need a little bit of time to settle themselves in. I know we spoke about the strike rate, but he's bowled well. Amrul Islam. Again, trying to bowl the Yorker, and he's opened up his account with a single. He'll take a little bit of a time to get adjusted to the wicket, maybe an over or so. And then once he gets used to the pace, the bounce, and of course he has a complete idea of what the wicket is like and the dimensional, the ground. He's going to get into his act sooner rather than later, but it will be interesting as to how much Murtaza fares as an opening batsman. He's starting the proceeding from the Ispani, Mirzapur and Kamrul Islam Rabbi. Slip in place straight away. They feel that they can induce an edge. The leg side. Yeah, he missed out on two innings already, Chris Gale. But have a look at what happened in the last match against Dhaka Dynamite. That was going all the way for 6. Make no mistake. And look at this effort. Superhuman being. And Russell, and what about Pollard coming all the way from long on and getting close so that he latches onto it and then just softly tosses over. Brilliant. And there was a wry smile on his face. He could not believe his luck that he's got out in that fashion. Oh, beautifully ball. Gone. Extra bounce. Good pace. And he's picked up Mashrafi Murtaza. Really good delivery from Kamarul Islam Rabbi. Mashrafi Murtaza's got a taste of his own medicine.
পানির প্রয়োজনে আমরা আছি সব সময় আপনার পাশে। বাংলাদেশের সর্বাধিক ব্যবহৃত পানির ট্যাঙ্ক গাজী ট্যাঙ্ক। গাজীর প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। বাংলাদেশের সমৃদ্ধিতে গাজী গ্রুপ।
Mashrafi Murtaza goes back. Rangpur Riders 2 for 1.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসতে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা।
Good first over from Kamarul Islam Rabbi, picking up a wicket of the skipper Mashrafi Murtaza, who promoted himself to open the innings. This is what happened. Really good delivery, just reared up from the good length spot. Just takes the outside edge and straight to the keeper Zakir Hasan, who doesn't do any mistake. Very good. Extra bounce right on the shoulder of the bat. And well taken. That's what they need to do, Rajshahi Kings. They've got to believe in themselves that yes, you can defend this total, and you can only do that by picking up early wickets. It's a good start for Kamarul Islam Rabbi. In comes Mohammad Mithun. I'm also sure he must have felt how it feels to be going out first ball, because that's what he did to his opponent, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who he dismissed the first delivery. I'm sure Mashrafi Murtaza also is not feeling very good about the fact that he was also out first ball. But now he's into the attack of Mehdi Hasan Miraj from the mighty Chips end. Well bowled. The shade low. Just having a closer look at what the ball is doing. Chris Gayle. He's faced 5 deliveries and he's scored only a single. Kane well bowled. So very important for the bowlers to attack the stumps straight away. Not allowing the batsmen to free their arms. It's bowling a little bit quicker, so he's not giving any opportunity for Chris Gayle to go down the wicket. We'll have to wait and see how he copes up in this over. Nicely played. It's not a big total, so he'll probably take a little bit of time to get set. Intimidating sight for any bowler. The way he comes forward, gradually takes a step forward before even the bowler comes into bowl. But he can also be vulnerable at times when he decides to go for the big hit. Too early on, Mohammad Mithun will want to continue with his good work with the bat, because he had a good innings where he missed his 50 in the last innings he played. Well, he's not waiting around. First delivery of faces. I said, thank you very much. I'm going to put you into the stand. What a shot that is from Mohammad Mithun. That's gone the distance. That's a magnificent shot. He saw that ball early and decided to give it a whack, and showed it that through mid-wicket, sailing over the top for 6, and all that Mehdi Hasan Miraj could do was look helplessly at the ball, sail past. You mentioned about his batting efforts, Mohammad Mithun, who scored 49 of 35. He batted at number 4. Ryder Russo was sent at number 3, so the change of plans in the batting order for Rangpur Riders.
That's with the maximum. Again a short one, but strange looking shot. He's wanted to pull that away, but it's gone down the ground on the onside. Hans Klusner, head coach of Russia, I think will be hoping that the bowlers can do the trick to defend not a big total. Certainly in no hurry whatsoever, Christopher Henry Gale. Picks up the single and will keep strike. 11 for 1.
গাজিটা নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
Nine for 1, our Russia Kings after 2. Not much of a difference at this stage of the game. But I always feel that the scoreboard pressure had Russia managed to score 150, 160. Certainly put a little bit more pressure on the riders. What they can do, Kings, is keep taking wickets at regular intervals. There we go. That's gone. You pitch it up, you pitch it full, and I'm going to hurt you. The big bat and the big boss puts that away for the maximum. Well, that was right in the slot for Chris Gale. Look at that. Just effortlessly. He didn't give too much of effort in that shot, and it went easily over mid-wicket for 4. That was a 6 the previous delivery. Now it's a 4. Losing his length. Bowled a really good over, Kamrul Islam. He started with the first one, which was belted down the ground for the maximum, and then it's a low full toss onto the pad. Easy pickings for Chris Gale. Too easy. Perhaps tried that Yorker. Wanting to surprise him with that Yorker delivery, but it's misdirected, and Gale helped himself with 4 flicking down fine leg. He's got 10 of 2. Make that 14 of 3. Top shot. That was short. There was a man in the deep. And no chance whatsoever. 4 more. Miss Gale looking good. He flicked it off his hip, typical Calypso shot that we are so known to see. Just helped it along his way. Just timed it to perfection for 4. Now when he gets in this sort of a mood, he can tear the bowling apart. He will hurt you. A ball. And he's trying to find that length in the block hole. This time he gets it right. And if you can just get it a little bit straighter, you never know, if you just squeeze it past the big bat of Chris Gale, you might just pick up a wicket. That's what you need to believe. Absolutely. And he will try and impress the selectors, the think tanks, because he was there in the Bangladesh team and would like to come back and make a place his own. Don't bowl short to him. 6 more. Sits up nicely. And Chris Gale says, thank you very much. He's certainly coming back to some sort of form here. Couple of 6s and couple of boundaries. 81 meters. That's gone flat. Flat in the middle of the bat. That was there for him to hit. And he obliged. Look at Mehdi Hasan. 20 already in this over.
It's a one-handed shot, could be taken, is taken. He's come back strongly, he cannot believe his luck. It was a slower delivery, it was a low full toss, and Rajshahi fans are celebrating. They cannot believe it. It already picked up 20, but he has to go. Kamrul Islam held his breath again. He was wanting to bowl him into the block hole. It was a take. It's converted into a full toss. Look at him. Jubilant. Rabbi. Rajshahi Kings. Rangpur Riders 31 for 2.
সর্বোৎকৃষ্ট কাঁচামালে তৈরি গাজী পিভিসি পাইপ, আগাগোড়া মজবুত, বাংলাদেশের সেরা পাইপ। গাজী পাইপ আগে আসলে কত উপকারী না পাইতাম। গাজী প্রথম, গাজী সেরা। গাজী টায়ার, নিরাপদ হোক পথ চলা।
After being hit for 20 runs in that over, Kamrul Islam Rabbi produces a slow delivery and he hits that straight to Somo Sharkar. And look at the celebration. Why not? He sent the big man, the big boss, back to the pavilion. Well, he's having a good time with the bat. Riley Russo is the new batsman. 144 matches, more than 3,000 runs, almost 3.5. Good strike rate. Batted number 3 against Dynamite. Nearly took his team to record a win, chasing 183. He scored 83 of 44 deliveries with 8 fours and 4 sixes in that innings. Change of bowling, Isuru Udana from the mighty Chipson. They need wickets and they are picking up wickets, Rajshahi Kings. They're fighting. Good to see a slip in place also, because it's important for them to realize that you don't want to leave that gap wide open, especially when the 2 new batsmen are in the crease. Only 3 deliveries is what Mohammad Mithun has fed. Riley Russo, none so far. Riley Russo is the man in form, and the man here, the ball, Isuru Udana, is also the man in form. Will want to make early inroads. Mohammad Mithun watches it cautiously. No single there. Just for a moment, I thought that perhaps Chris Gayle would just try to play a little bit more defensive after picking up 20 runs. He got in the position where he just could not control it, and he played it with one hand in the end. Went up in the air, and easy catch in the deep. Good stuff. Good comeback from Kamrul Islam Rabbi to force the big man to play that shot. Back of the hand, just got it wrong. Down the leg side, it is a wide. To see Chris Gayle in that kind of a mood certainly is that he can seriously take the bowlers apart, but certainly very good from Kamrul Islam. The Rajshahi Kings would surely be keen to see the back of Riley Russo as early as possible. Suddenly, it's only going to be Ravi Bopara. There's not a great deal of depth for Rangpur Riders. They've got some good locals, but lucky there that they have that man sitting in that position. He's turning out to be good over for Isuru Udana. He just bowled 1 wide, but then he's come back and bowled 3 dots. Very good. That's how you can create pressure. Take the single and that over. Excellent stuff. Riders 32 for 2.